going on? It's DJ here with my bro Manning the camera.
Hey guys, what's going on?
And we're here with the very first episode review for our little series that we want to get going on The Flash and Arrow. So today we're going to be talking about The Flash Going Rogue episode that showed last night. The likes, the dislikes about it. There are less dislikes that I had about the episode itself, and there are actually a lot more likes, and I'll get to those little details later, but I'll tell you guys the overall feel I got from the episode and whatnot. And there are going to be spoilers, so if you guys haven't watched it, please go watch the episode, then come back here, because we're going to be just discussing each episode. Alright, so I'm going to actually start off with the dislikes I had about this episode, and there is very few, okay? The very big one I had was the bit of corniness in the punchlines that the Flash and Leonard Snart were giving. And that was pretty much I had a problem with. I also have a bit of a problem of heroes kind of exposing themselves to people that they care about right off the bat, which they did in The Flash in the first couple episodes. Actually, the very first episode, The Flash's, I guess you could call him his adoptive father, finds out about his secret. But I guess being someone that watched Smallville the whole time and him having to keep a secret, I got so used to that. And I'm a huge fan of that. Huge fan of these shows that the CW puts out. It's interesting that they had that go on so early and that he jumped into the suit right away. And I think that's pretty awesome. So another thing I disliked about this episode was Cisco getting freaking yelled at by Dr. Wells. I did not like that. That's just a personal opinion, but because I think Cisco's awesome. I think that the Dr. Wells, is a bit of a dickhead. He's hiding a lot of secrets. He's not telling the truth about certain things. But who knows? We'll actually get into that towards the end of this video, because I have some theories on what's going to happen next. Another thing I don't really like is Iris and Eddie, and I'll tell you more about that at the end as well, because it's going to be spoiling some things. I don't know if it's going to be actually spoiling, but I'm going to offer theories based on the names of these characters. Alright, so what I liked about the episode, I love the Arrow Flash crossover. I think that's probably the coolest thing that I've seen on TV as far as crossovers go. Who doesn't want to see the Flash and Arrow working together? I also like Felicity coming in. She's awesome. She's hot and awesome. There's so many funny moments between her and Barry, and also when they went on the double date with Eddie and Iris. I thought that was totally hilarious, especially the Hammer Time reference where he named their group E equals MC squared, because Hammer Time can't touch this. I thought that was just totally funny. Just like the little jokes in there. Some of them were very corny, like I said, but some of them worked. I think that definitely worked, and I think the chemistry between Felicity and Barry is there. It's really good, and just kind of sucks that they both can't have what they want, which Iris for Barry, Oliver for Felicity. So I thought them being together is pretty cool. Hopefully she comes back for future episodes. Another thing, huge thing, is Leonard Snart made his appearance here, and he's obviously going to be a recurring character because he's one of the biggest Flash adversaries. And if you guys don't know who he is Captain Cold. He's the dude with the gun. Obviously, he actually had the glasses, and he even had the snow jacket that the character has. Wentworth Miller, who's from Prison Break, I think he did the character pretty awesome. There are some parts where it was a bit corny, but I think overall he actually has the attitude to play him. I really enjoyed that about that episode. Another thing I really enjoy about the Flash series is just the animation of him moving so fast. It's just freaking awesome, especially for a TV show that's supposed to fit in all this action and drama in an hour. I think they do a pretty damn good job. So I want to talk to you guys about the train scene where he saved all those people at such a fast pace. I think that's probably the best scene so far on The Flash, and it was just totally epic. Yeah, it was just the fact that you just don't know his boundaries yet, and we just saw him hit a new level of super speed last night. I think that was just freaking awesome. Okay, and the last thing I want to talk to you guys about is the last part, which I found was probably my favorite, aside from the train scene, was when Cisco became badass and went up to Captain Cold and said, "I'm going to blast you with a gun that's 4 times the size and 4 times the power of the one that you have." And then he basically threatened Captain Cold, and Captain Cold left because he got scared of it, I'm pretty sure. And then Cisco's like, "This is just the lab's vacuum cleaner. It just has a lot of LEDs." I thought that was just hilarious. I think that the kid that plays Cisco is just a really great actor. He adds so much funniness to it. He's the comic relief definitely the series. So I really thought that part was hilarious, and it was epic and then hilarious after. All right, so overall, I thought the episode was really good, and I think it's just gonna get even better from here on out. I'm gonna be talking to you guys about what I said earlier about things falling into place. So again, spoilers. If I'm a huge DC fan, so I'm just gonna offer theories or tell you my opinion on what might happen throughout this whole entire series, because I'm just so interested in it. So if you guys didn't know, Eddie Thawne is the civilian name of Dr. Zoom. So right off the bat there, you know that he's probably gonna be a bad guy soon. We just don't know what he's doing. Iris now becomes Barry's wife in the future, so I don't know when that's gonna happen, but they're obviously gonna prolong it since it is a TV show. Caitlin Snow is Killer Frost. So the fact that she said in the episode before, which I'm sorry I don't remember the name of, but it was episode 3, I believe. She said that her and her boyfriend, who had died in the accident, who locked himself inside that room and then just got incinerated, she said that they're ice and fire, which is funny because I believe that her boyfriend was named Ronnie Raymond, who is Firestorm. Now I'm gonna be putting hopefully you guys see these pictures that I'm putting above my head. These, like, the way that they are laying stuff out makes me very interested in how they're gonna lay out the whole entire series and the people that they're introducing, because they really are introducing a lot of DC characters. Right off the bat, obviously you got Barry, you have Arrow, you have Killer Frost. Cisco is actually also another DC character, which I'm not entirely sure who he is, but I'll put a picture up of him and also put his name somewhere in the video. He's also another DC character. And my thoughts on Dr. Wells is that he might be one of the Flashes. I do think that he is possibly Jay Garrick or maybe someone from the future. He could be Wally West, because I don't see him as a bad guy, because he did kill a bad guy in the end of the second episode, I believe, with the dude that multiplies a lot. And I think that that's the same dude from Teen Titans, the dude with the Division sign on his chest. I'm not entirely sure. I do think that he's not a bad guy, but he's definitely got his own secret agenda for Barry, because he was just staring at the suit during one of the episodes. I thought that was freaking creepy. But he could be a future Flash. Who knows? Leave your comments down below. They showed Gorilla Grodd in the first episode. Well, they showed his cage in the first episode, and I thought that was interesting because he's a big adversary of the Flash. And and then we have Caitlin Snow, who's named after who is Killer Frost in the comics, and Firestorm, who is her boyfriend here in the show, Ronnie Raymond. So I think that's gonna be very interesting on how that plays off. At the end of the episode, we see Wentworth Miller in a dark room talking to someone, and he says, are you with us, Mick, or something like that. And what I'm thinking is that that's Heatwave, who is Mick Rory, I believe. And that's this guy right here. So I think they're already starting to assemble that team that Flash goes against in a lot of these animated movies. And I just can't wait. I think that Grant Gustin is actually very good at playing the role of Barry, who's a little bit geeky, a little bit charming, and
E = MC Hammer.
Yeah, he definitely has a very different attitude from the guy that plays Bart on Smallville, who is Impulse. They have very different attitudes. Bart's more of like a very flirty, very mischievous type of character, and Barry's more calm, collected, and is really willing to save people and gets hurt when he can. So I think that episode was really good, and I hope you guys thought the episode was really awesome. We'll see you guys when the next episode airs, which is gonna be in the next 2 weeks. I don't know why they have the break, but leave your comments down below on what you think of all these things. If you agree with me, if you don't, if I spoiled it for you at all, because I did warn you guys that there's gonna be spoilers in here. But I hope you guys enjoyed it, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!